Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast. I'm your host, Mike Luke, joined by the great Jason Shear, the venerable Jason Shear. Hello, everybody. Hello, Eric. Hello, Dennis. Hello, TJ, Andy, Billeton, all the great ones, the adventures of Fluffy. Rage is in the house. Rage. Man, hey, Shear. Guess what? It's almost payday for you coming up here. And, the money that I was banking on paying you with from Rage?
I knew it.
I haven't gotten it.
I knew it.
Don't know what to say. So there is that. All right, we got a lot to get to this show. We're going to talk about Koa Peat. We are going to talk about what he is projected out as. I was talking with somebody that might know, and I like my comparison. No, wow yourself, Rage. You're the one that hasn't paid. Mr.
By the way,
Rage.
Mike, what we were talking about before, unranked.
That sucks. Not happy about that. The 2026 rankings are coming out tomorrow. We will preview that. A lot of different stuff. Oh, the great Andre Veras. Andre Veras trying to get us to go hang out with him with the endorsement hanging over our head.
You want to go to Ojos Locos sometime soon?
Told him we can't, man. Can't do it because you're just going to try to get us to endorse you. Not doing it. Okay. Now, Little Caesars. This show's brought to you by Little Caesars. 15 off 20, an exclusive code, 15% off any $20 order, and LCFREECC for a free crazy combo with any purchase. Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about Koa Peat. Koa Peat, not to my surprise, is destroying it at Team USA, and Cody James Martin is skeptical of Koa Peat. And here's where I'm at with this. If you are, and I'd be very curious as to this. I'm not talking about the MNBA. I'm just talking about college. I'd be very curious from somebody that basically was a top 10 player as a freshman in high school, a top 10 player as a sophomore in high school, a top 10 player as a junior in high school, and a top 10 player as a senior in high school, did not go on to have a very good freshman year in college. I'd be very, very surprised if that's happened. Or I'm sure it has, but.
I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but
right.
Yeah. It's to me a lot of times when a guy like that struggles, it's physical reasons, like they're just not ready physically. He's clearly ready physically.
So would you rather? Yes, I'd rather have a fifth-year Luke Walton. No offense to Koa Peat, Wildcat Fanalytics.
Wow.
I mean, that guy was an All-American. But, yes, but here's the way that it happened with us and Mustafa. That dude, you're having to go back 20 years, Joseph.
It didn't happen with Mustafa.
I mean, he's just different. All right. So, anyways, Joseph just trying to be a putz. All right. So, but with Koa Peat, the other thing too that I think that people are going to be very, very surprised by is his ball handling and his passing ability. We're in a chat, and the person is telling us, he's like, that's. Anybody that's watched him a long time knows that that's somebody that is just good, that he can get to where he wants. Now, is he going to be the guy that is going to come and pull up and cross you from three and then hit a step back for all you spacers? Probably not. Hey, but my comparison about there, if everything hits right, a slightly smaller Paolo Banchero was not pushed away, Jason Shear. It was not pushed away.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a situation where, like, similar to Carter, like coming out of high school, and Koa's better than Carter coming out of high school, sorry. But, like coming out of high school, we told people, like, Carter's a much better passer than people realize. He just doesn't do it a lot in high school for whatever reason. Koa's much better at certain things than people realize.
Right.
He's absolutely a better passer / playmaker. But high school ball is different. And when you watch him play in high school, like, I always laugh at that game in Tucson High. Right?
Oh, dude, where you had like 5'11" kids just hanging on him?
Right. So how's he going to put the ball on the ground? Right. Like, you just can't do it. You have an entire team guarding you. In college, Tommy's going to space him out. They're going to put him in matchups. They're going to use screens, and he's going to get the best coaching. So it's just completely – I don't worry about Koa on offense whatsoever.
Right. No,
I just find something interesting how tall he is, too.
Yeah, all right, now just a second. Now, Wildcat Fanalytics. Here's where I'm at with Luke Walton as a junior. I'd have to go back and look at it, but I think he was like 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, it was his numbers as a junior were.
Junior year?
Junior year, it was like 15, 7, and 6 off the top of my head. It was some.
Junior year, 15.7.
Yeah.
7 rebounds, 6 assists.
Yeah.
1.5 steals.
As much as we like Koa, he's not doing that.
Yeah.
All right, but again, that's also a 4-year Luke Walton. So be that as it may, so Walton was awesome. So the defense, yes, agreed, but I'm just saying Walton was just a difference maker. If Koa is that, then we're in really really good shape. All right, now the other thing too with Koa is that he is legitimately in the shoes. He's 6'9.5", so. You can. He's not 6'6" 3/4 or anything like that. So he's going to be what 6'8", and 6'8", probably about that. But he's also 6'9.5" in shoes. Sure, I like that.
Yeah, and 6'11" wingspan, which is
so he's got a plus wingspan. It's not the Desmond Bain thing. I am very. He's a foot taller than Conrad. At least, maybe even taller.
Oh,
yes.
why do we got to do that to Conrad?
I didn't say anything. Take that up with Halj. Halj in the comments said so he's a foot taller than Conrad. Well, no, if he was a foot taller than Conrad, he'd be 7 feet. I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at. Yes.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah. So now Luke Walton actually started on an NBA a team that made the NBA Finals. OC Bodybuilders 2004.
Why did Luke take such a drop to his senior year? I don't remember.
Because that team was just so low. That team was just so loaded, and a bunch of people were coming up then at that point. Off the top of my head, it was you had
like all his numbers. Like he went from 47 to 42 from the field.
You had, because the thing about it too is, if I'm not mistaken, you had Gardner was a senior, Stoudemire was a sophomore, Anderson. You had Iggy and Hassan who came in as well, who weren't there the previous year as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of came in there, and MNBA. Sorry about that. Okay, now Ricky Anderson. No, he was not the real best player. All right, so anyways, back to Koa Peat. I think he's going to be the best player on the team, and I think it's going to be fairly noticeable fairly quickly. That again, there's other good players on the team. We're going to get to it, but I think it's going to be fairly obvious that dude is just a little bit different right now.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, I think he's one and done, Mike.
Well, I've always thought he was one and done. I don't listen. If he came back,
I'm joking.
Right. Hold on.
The real question about the one and done is going to be Aristod. That's going to be the question. You know, Koa is. You know, Burries is.
You know what's
Aristod is as good as the coaches think he is.
You know what's very interesting. You know what's very interesting about this, and this is something maybe for Fanalytics. I never know if that's D'Artagnan or Udifo. Either one of them, very smart, very smart people. This might be something. This is going. If you have Dwayne Aristod starting, Rage in here with our whole team. All right, so
Rage is going to make a bet now.
Yeah, Rage is going to make another bet he can't cash. All right. This has got to be one of the girthier front lines possibly in U of A history. If you've got Aristod at 230, Pete at 230, and Mo at 7'5", 320, I mean, that's a really, really big front court.
Yeah.
Right.
That's girthy, big, athletic. It's nice.
Yeah, and it's also not a hold on, $1,000. Rage just says $1,000 we lose in the entire team next season after the $1,000 that we don't have in our bank account. So all right, Aristod is the interesting one. Yes, barring something drastically unforeseen with Koa Peat, I would imagine that he's going on. I think you're also going to see him. Remember, like when Aaron Gordon was here and we had to pretend that he was a small forward. And he would have to like get the ball, and then he would run the ball to half court, and then he would wait for TJ, and then he would pass it. I think there's going to be a little bit more fluidity in Koa Peat and how he handles the ball.
I agree.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we agree on that one. All right. Now let's get to. I want to get to a new offer here in just a second. Aristod might be. I think Listen, I don't know if he's got his long-term potential, but I think I'll put it to you like this: Aristod's going to average more than 6 and 4 next year.
Aristod, the one thing to keep in mind is he is significantly bigger and more physically developed than Carter.
Right, exactly. So that's that just is what it is. Now, all right, let's get to a couple reads and then we will get back to it. Oh, Dennis Welsh in the comments right now. What do we got? Welcome to the Rock. Green Valley Decorative Rock. 2 convenient locations, Tucson plus Green Valley, 50 plus locally sourced landscaping materials. Sheer, where do they serve? Come on, you got this by now. Come on, you got this.
Oro Valley, as far as I don't know.
No, north to Oracle, west to Marana, east to Sierra Vista Benson, south to Nogales. And check it out.
I always get it confused because Indonesia's in there, and
or Alcatraz.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I was looking at it. I'm like, man, I'd like to get some new rocks, and I was counting on this $1,000 and never got it. So I'm gonna have to go somewhere else then with that.
True story. We had an HOA. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but whatever. No one's watching it. We had an HOA meeting last month, and we were talking about redoing one of the park areas. And someone's like, "Why don't we just call Green Valley Decorative Rock?" And I was like, "That could be a great idea."
Did somebody really say that?
Swear to God.
Well, why didn't you bring this up that they were brought up?
I don't know. I just didn't do it.
Did these people also know that they also deliver to your neck of the woods, Red Rock?
I would assume.
All right. Well, anyway, Green Valley Decorative Rock. Check it out. Back the rock, baby. Back the rock. Okay. Come on, Rage. Everybody's telling Rage to pay. Pay up, Rage.
You need new rocks. You were telling me that you definitely need new rocks.
Yeah, I know. I do for sure. Yeah. Now, we're going to talk about Ben One White here in a little bit as well. Okay, now, 12 Arizona locations for Baggins. Baggins has re-upped. Thank you, Dennis Walsh. You are the man. All right, but here's also the reason that they're awesome. Every sandwich comes with a chocolate chip cookie. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. All right, join the text VIP Club Baggins at 877-797-0444 for, and again, use code AZ12 for 15% off. Go get yourself an Albuquerque turkey. Yummy. Okay. All right, now, sure. Another person has, let's see here. What do we need to know about? We talked about him a little bit yesterday. What do we need to know about the African guy that's at Iowa right now?
He's another guy where he is
girthy.
He's a large back to the basket man. He's going to be a high riser in the
Ben One White type?
Yeah, girthy. Yeah.
Right, gotcha. All right,
cool. He's moving up in the rankings tomorrow as well, Mike.
All right, interesting. Now, he is
he's the top center in the country. I could say that, whatever. We have him as the top center in the country.
You have him as the top center. And what year is he? 2026?
Yeah.
So we won't get him though, right? Ultimately difficult to land.
For them to offer a kid in Iowa that really we hadn't heard of previously means there's some sort of connection there.
This could be a Brandon connection then. Just saying. I don't know if it is, but it was.
I think he was recruiting him at Texas.
Hey, Rage just sent me $1. Rage.
Really?
Yeah, Rage.
It could be a typo.
No, he just said on there. Rage sent me $1. Rage. Yeah, that's a good start, buddy. Keep them coming though. Appreciate it. All right, now, that is interesting though.
I can find out actually.
Yeah, because Arizona doesn't offer guys that they don't really think they have a chance on unless they are. Rage. Don't send a super snap because then some of that gets charged. Some of that goes back to the cool guys. We want like 20% of it goes to like YouTube or something. But super snaps are awesome. But we always appreciate super snaps. But Rage, you send that money directly. All right, now, sure. Anyways, back to the. So that's an interesting one as well. We got the rankings coming tomorrow though, Sheer. We will be updating these. Cody, you will have those on the thumbnail.
We're updating the top 150. It'll be out by the time the show.
Yeah, exactly. So it's that is now 20% goes to YouTube. I will say this though, overall it's pretty good because we get paid for views as well, so it kind of evens out. It's not bad. But Rage, you're not getting out of that. Send it this way. Okay, now let's get to a little bit. I wanted to talk about this international recruiting thing for a second here. This is something to me that you and I were talking on the phone yesterday that I find very, very interesting. Also, real quick. I don't want to get off the. I got a question here. I saw a cop pulling people over in an unmarked car. Why do I have to pull over if it's an unmarked car? How do I know who you are?
I was always taught growing up that if an unmarked car is pulling it over, you call 911 and make sure it's a real cop.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's see here. That's a good point, OC bodybuilders. Yeah, but I don't understand why. So, all right. So if I get pulled over by a cop, do I have to actually say, all right, here you go, sir? Because how do I know that you're legitimate?
A real cop?
How do I know you're a real cop? You're like in a black Suburban.
Yeah, and especially with what happened in Minnesota.
I'm not pulling over. Buzz off.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Or you go to public space. You pull over in a public space. That's another one you could do.
Yeah, but I like I said, I just don't get why don't you
like pull over at a Circle K, so if things go sideways, you have backup.
Oh, yeah. Hey, cop, you really want to mess with me? Look at these guys behind me, man. They don't care about going to jail. But I don't know if they're not in. No, I'm saying if they're in an unmarked car and they're not in a uniform, why do I have to pull over? Buzz off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's you can't own red and blue flashing lights legally. Well, you can't pull over somebody
what is legally? I mean, if you're breaking the law, you're breaking the law.
Well, that's like the guy that it's like the guy in Minnesota, that kook. Like
you can't shoot people legally either, but you do it.
Right. Yes. Raged. Wilbur's big burner. Rage. Definitely pulling people over in an unmarked car. I could see that for sure.
I could see that for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would agree with you. All right. So either way, if they blonde, Rage, get your mind out of the gutter. All right. So now back to international stuff here. I find it very interesting in the last 5 years of the Sean Miller era, where he kind of had to pivot, and I got to give this guy a lot. That's a little bit of a little bit of the savviness of Miller. Basically, when it was a little bit harder to recruit domestically. I know he still had the Nico and Nico and Green class, blah blah blah, but man, he really hit the ball out of the park internationally. I mean, Lowry Markkanen, Ben Mathurin, Julius Tabellis, Doosan. I mean, he did a really, really darn good job recruiting internationally.
He didn't miss on many guys internationally, Mike, which is not easy to do. Now,
no, I know.
There were a lot less to recruit back then.
Right.
Now you can pretty much recruit anybody.
Right.
I don't know. Sorry. But
sure. Yes. Sorry to wake you up.
I'm still waking up.
I know. We all know. Trust me, go ahead.
But the guys, we went over the guys yesterday.
It's a pretty impressive list.
Omar Thielman's not very good.
Yeah, but they need the other guys. But that's also counteracted by what was that guy's name? Blatch, like Daniel Blatch.
Bacho. And I always say this. They loved Bacho. They wanted to keep him. Right. They loved Bacho. He just wanted more PT.
Who liked Bacho?
The whole coaching staff.
Miller or Lloyd? I can't remember. Was he a freshman when they?
Miller. That was Miller.
Yeah, and he just wanted more PT, but they really liked him, though.
Yeah, they liked Bacho.
Wasn't there another guy in there as well that but Lowry was obviously the crown jewel.
Yeah, they had the Lowry kid. He was pretty good.
He was good, yeah. I remember when we were watching Lowry the first time, and you're like, yeah, this kid's stupid. This kid's stupid.
Yeah, we knew right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely a one-and-done type. But why, let me ask you this. Why hasn't, and again, it's early, but why hasn't the Tommy gun been able to get one of those guys that comes in and immediately you're like, oh,
because now it's NIL and all that, Mike.
Well, right, but
so many international dudes, and now they're coming just for the money, and it's a whole.
They're all going like the 35-year-olds are going to Illinois. By the way, I still like how those Illinois fans think that like the 21-year-old they got is like some like great. No. If you're bringing in a 21-year-old who's already balding and he's not in the MNBA and he's from one of the soup countries, he's not that good. Now, he might be okay, but he's not that good. He's not going to ever play in the MNBA. I'm saying mark that down right now, Skier. Would you agree with this?
Yeah.
By the way, we got some tight end talk to get to. Very excited about this. And
they just offered another girthy tight end as we were on the show, Mike.
And not another Ben One White prospect that he's been filling us in on for quite a while as well. So that will be interesting. But we're gonna get back to basketball here in a second. I want to talk about a couple of the kids that are emerging in the another in-state class, and that means that we will get them if we so want them. But first, let's get a couple reads in here. Back the reads, baby. Back. What do you got? Talk to me. Longview, Andre Veras. Sure.
Not going to do it.
He messaged us yesterday, too, trying to get us to go get liquored up with him. Nice try, buddy. And then he told us he was going off to Minnesota. Probably going off to Minnesota to try to get some other people to endorse him. Well, best of luck on that because we're not doing it.
Yeah,
but we will
Minnesota for fun.
Yeah, we will highly recommend it, though. Did I ever tell you when I went to Minnesota and they were having, like, the cops were having a war with, like, Somali gangs or something?
Yeah. Mike, Illinois just offered Arafan Diane. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a good place that he's not going to end up.
Yeah.
Okay. What was I going to say? But
I wanted to bring something else after the ad up to it.
All right, remind me about the Somali gangs as well.
Remind me about basketball. Just say
okay,
basketball.
yeah, all right. Something where people are actually tuning in to listen to. Okay, now, did you feel like you're just doing okay in life, like you're just getting by, like you're one of those guys you wake up at 10:29 every single day and you're yawning at like 10:55, and you're like, man, I just can't wait to go back to bed. Maybe
Yeah.
Longview is for you. Maybe
It could, it could be. It could be. I don't know who you're describing, but yes.
No, I was going to say, and if possibly you have a family as well, and you're looking to build that foundation, and you're like, man, I just wish that I could get up before 10:28 every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that Andre might be the guy to give that call. 520-325-3456 and reference the AZ12 podcast. Again, that is not an endorsement. That is a recommendation. Check it out. Oh, by the way, hey, you want to hear something good? I owed Kobe L. Thiel $250. Hey, Rage, guess what I did as soon as he told me that the date had come? I paid him. That's what I did, Rage. Kobe L. Thiel, you can attest to this. All right, now, what else we got? Talk to me. Oh, Foster Plumbing. All right, we're about to get into tight end talk. But first, we need to talk about Foster Plumbing. Sheer, everybody wants somebody that lays good pipe.
Obviously.
All right, yes. Now, again,
do that all the time.
Yes. Now, the thing about it, too, is if you don't lay good pipe, or listen, there's only one time there's not a time during the day when someone's like, you know what, I only lay good pipe from 8 to 5. You have to lay good pipe all 24/7 because this happens. So again, use the 24/7 service. 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast. Call 520-603-3817. Drain cleaning, water heaters, sewer lines, coating, paint, point repairs. All of that, basically my old job. Check it out, Foster Plumbing. Very, very good. Rage, everybody's telling you to pay up, dude. All right, so now, sure, you had made a basketball point.
Yeah, it's not UVA related, but did you see the Ace Bailey story this morning?
No, what's going on?
He basically he hasn't worked out for anyone.
Does he? Oh, he knows where he's going?
No, he won't work out.
Does he want to go back to college?
He believes that no matter what, he's a top 3 pick, and he doesn't need to prove it to anyone.
Yeah, I think that's stupid.
He literally has not worked out for one team.
Has had Mike fighting to? Yeah. Oh, Joseph talking crap. Joseph, buzz off.
Giovanni said Bailey's camp has informed interested teams that he's a top 3 player. He wants a clear path to stardom and feels that comfortable that a team will trade up to 3 or 4 should he drop. So in other words, he's a prick.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, again, you're immediately putting up a bunch of red flags for no reason, dude. That's not how it works. Hey, guess what? Guess what top 3 picks do? They generally work out. You know who worked out for a team? Cooper Flagg.
Yeah, it's insane.
If Cooper Flagg were, and I actually like Bailey a lot more than some people. I would pick Bailey.
That's what I said, your boy.
Yeah, well, you think he's a center. But, yeah. Oh, Dennis Walsh, very, very good point. Says, ask Shadur how that worked out. I'm telling you, these people that go to job interviews and they say, screw you, that's not the way to get hired.
Yeah, especially with franchises that are putting so much into your development and success. And you're like, no, I'm not going to work out.
Nah, you're like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to do that. But, dude, when I was in Minnesota, though, there was this, this was probably like 20 years ago, something like that. And there were these Somali gangs around the airport. Like, you can look this up. You can Google it. Like one of them had like one of those like hand or like one of those like just type Somali.
Be careful here.
Somali Minnesota gangs or Minnesota Somali.
Yeah. No, I know there's a lot of them.
Yeah, no, I was stunned. I didn't know they were in Minnesota, but it was very, very tough.
Huge deal. It's actually a huge deal in Minnesota.
Yeah, well, no, I was stunned. They were talking about how one of them had like a rocket launcher or something. I'm like, well, good thing my flight's not next. So, anyways, that always, I always think of that when also the Tahoe toe tickler. I sent you that. You
sent me that numerous times. It's real. I believe you.
Yeah, no, this guy got arrested and he's dude, can you imagine what a loser life you're living, that you basically spend a year breaking into women's houses so that you can fondle their feet, and then when you get caught, you get an 8-year mandatory minimum. What a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, either way, I don't get it. Angel Antonio Chavez, buzz off. All right. Now, let's get to a little bit of so do you think the Tommy gun's ever going to have a Lowry here where you're just come in and you're like, wow, that looks a little bit different.
Ever probably, but I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Yes. So either way. All right. Now, I want to talk a little bit of football. Because we are a football school. Everybody knows this. Sheer, I got to give the coaching staff a little bit of credit here. Generally on here, I call people OKGs if they are OKGs. All right. I hope I don't meet the insane Incline Incel. Oh, Incline Village. Get it, get it. Hey, Kobe Alfio, you should come up to Tahoe next month. I got next room. You can hang out there. But what are we talking about? Football. The kid from Texas that committed, not an OKG. Here's how I look at it. If you're from a major state, generally from a major state, Arizona gets guys, they're ranked like the 171st best player in the class or in this state. And we have to pretend that they're good and that, like all that stuff. This kid is actually good. What is his name again, though? I cannot remember. And who is he? But I remember looking at the rankings and I was impressed.
There are multiple. I mean,
we're taking over.
We had 4 commitments yesterday.
Oh, huge.
Are you talking about Zaire Hiller?
Yeah. It was a non-traditional name. I remember
that. Yeah. I mean, we got him ranked. He's a 3-star, 58th best player in Texas.
That's good. I want players like that. If you are the 58th best player in Texas, that means you're good. I don't necessarily want the 258th best player.
Yeah.
All right.
He's Arizona's highest rated commit right now.
All right, that one's good. Now, let's talk about the tight end. This guy's from Vancouver, and Ben One White messaged me yesterday, and he was a little bummed because he said that he is not used to scout. He has never been to Vancouver to scout tight ends.
Washington now.
Oh. Well, either way, I don't think he's been there either because he went to Spain looking for tight ends, and I don't know what the success rate was. But in Washington, though, he has not done it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, so that's
good player. Boise State commit. They flipped them.
That's fine.
Cal got in there as well. Utah got in there as well. Washington tried to get in there.
Yeah, Yeah. Nice try. Did Washington offer him?
No, they tried to get him to hold off on committing to Arizona while he was on the visit. That's serious.
Yeah. Oh, dude, get buzz off. Well, I was gonna say, did he use that? Does he have that same phone number? I should try calling Jed. I wonder if he's got the same phone number.
One guy they got a commitment from that I really like that I think is a sleeper is Jaden Parker.
All right, who is he again?
6'1" linebacker. So he's from Kansas. And he transferred into Texas.
Right.
They basically had to choose over him and another player that were on a visit, and they chose him. Offer from Houston, a bunch of others. Our 24/7 guy said he's probably going to blow up now that he's playing in Texas. Large kid.
I can't believe Rage sent $1. That's hey, by the way, what's more likely to happen real quick? What's more likely to happen? That Rage pays up or that Rage comes on the show? Which happens first?
Neither. I say neither.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried about that as well. Rage we're rapidly losing faith. But all right. So, anyways, I like now the tight end though. Do we know is the tight end actually going to be utilized though in this offense?
Yes.
All right. So we can
expect. They just offered a tight end, Mike. That Ben has texted me. He said he's the girthiest tight end he's ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. They just offered him. He's 2027, Mike.
Interesting. So is he's a younger tight end?
His name is Seeger Milholland.
Seeger Milholland?
Milholland.
Oh, he's got to be from Denmark.
He's from Oregon.
Right. Oregon? Via Denmark?
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever been to Tahoe, Sheer?
Yeah, years ago, though.
You should go.
Years ago.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
He's 6'7", 240.
All right, that's girthy. I mean, Ben can do a lot with that, for sure. So that's interesting. I am curious to see. So, all right, so the tight end, because what was the one Spanish tight end that he went there looking for? Rodolfo Miranda or whatever?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So again, we will find that one out. Now, I like this wide receiver though that committed from Northern California as well. I like this guy, also not an OKG.
No, RJ Mosley, good player, 6'4", track speed. They like him.
All right, Kobe L. Thiel says, what's so good about Tahoe? It's literally the coolest place in America. It's like Vegas meets a national park meets a beach. It is amazing. You should go. Let's see here. All right, now, Hal J says, y'all have missed out. Dennis Walsh, you should go. Hal J says, y'all missed out on my neighbor's kid, Big Jax Markovich, tight end from Horizon.
I know him.
Jax Markovich.
Yeah, I know him.
Who is he?
He's a tight end. Where's he going? Is he going to UMass or something?
You're crazy, David Rosen. Tahoe sucks. No, it's like the coolest place in the world. The Godfather 2 was filmed in Tahoe, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like on the lake. But Jax Markovich, where is Jax Markovich going?
I think isn't he going to UMass? Or did he decommit there?
I don't know.
Jax Markovich is a Horizon tight end. He's going to UMass.
Interesting. So Arizona.
Arizona had him on campus like 15 times, figuring out if they should offer him, and I think they offered him a walk-on spot, and he didn't take it.
Right. Okay. Now, let's see here. Five of Kind Media says going to South Lake Tahoe next September for my 50th birthday. Absolutely, absolutely. Very much looking forward to it. All right. Now, the guy that I'm flying into Reno too. Can't you just go to San Diego? San Diego's awesome. I've been to San Diego a million times. Tahoe's cooler. All right. Now, the wide receiver then from what is it? RJ Mosley?
Yeah.
All right. This feels like a guy that is going to get more offers. We see what happens with those.
No, I think he's fine.
No, but I tell you, that was a comma, Pierre Morgan. Yes. All right. Now, I think he's going to stay strong. I think he's going to back the A.
Oh, who does back the A?
Well, basically every 4-star kid last year.
Come on.
Like, I'm getting out of here.
Look, you want news, Mike? They got a 4-star kid on campus right now as we speak.
Is it Oscar Rios?
Nope, Oscar Rios. But no,
I actually pronounced Oscar.
I'm going to go one step further. They are one of 2 finalists for Oscar Rios. And Arizona might lead right now.
Who's it? Wow.
UCLA is the other finalist. I think it's between Arizona and UCLA, and he decides. I think he's deciding next week.
What's wrong with the kid?
What do you mean? Dude, it's Seth Dagey, baby.
Oh, is this? Oh, that's right. The Dagey factor. Yeah. See, I still have Dino Babers seared into my memory bank.
Yeah. If you're a quarterback, you want it. You'll play for Seth Dagey any day of the week.
No, I will play for Seth Dagey. And then I'll say, but then you know what? Half of my pitch would also be. So, Coach, when you take over the head coaching position next year, will I become the starting quarterback? That will be
Yeah, that's good. Noah will like that.
Well, no, that's all. I'm just having a fun.
Peyton Miller on campus right now, Mike. 2027 offensive lineman, top 230 player, 6'5", 290, offers from the United States of America on campus right now.
The United States, huh?
He has offers from every school in the country.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. How many players will the 26 class have? Marcelo Martinez. Sure. How many?
I have no idea. I would say they don't even know that.
Joseph makes a very good point here. Why do BB's 4-stars look a lot different than Jed's 4-stars? Because Jed's 4-stars were better. How about that?
Yeah, I don't understand the question.
Yeah, Joseph, duh. Why does T-Mac look better than Trace Spivey?
Kelly Ford ratings just came out, Mike. You know what those are?
The Kelly Ford rating? Yeah, that's the car ratings or whatever.
Close. Those are it's all analytics. And it's like your percent chance to win a conference game, right?
Is this not going to be good for Arizona?
So I wish we could put this up. Cody, could you put this up if I send it to you?
He can. Or Ben White can put it up, one of the two.
Cody, I'm going to send this to you. Just put it up. Because it's easier to look at.
All right, well, talk to me, though. This obviously is
Arizona, analytically, of course, is picked to finish 15th out of 16th in the conference.
15 out of 16th in the conference?
Not last, as we would say. Not last.
Yeah, interesting. 15 out of 16.
So West Virginia seems to be the only team that people think are worse than Arizona consistently.
Oh, I remember watching West Virginia and thinking they were terrible.
Well, Rich Rod ran off the entire team and then did it late. So, he doesn't even have a roster.
Oh, by the way, Dennis Walsh is there, right? Portland Timbers laying in wait to pounce with the paw. Dude, we just got 4-stars that were good under Jed. There's got to be Prysack was good.
Prysack.
No, Prysack was good. Jonah really wasn't a 4-star, so I guess he doesn't count. Jonah Coleman he's a high 3-star.
You want me to look this up right now?
Yeah, Prysack and T-Mac.
What year did Jed start again?
Well, 21?
No.
22?
No. 22 maybe.
By the way, we are such a football school. Dude, we started at 100 we were at 102 lives when I sent this one out there. Now we're at 111. Boom, football.
24?
No, 24, he left in 24. He left in 23. No, he got here in 21. No, but Prysack was good. T-Mac was
Oh,
obviously
it's because I'm looking at decommits.
Decommits, yeah.
It was commitments.
Yeah.
What year did Jed start?
It's like 21. I've said that like 8 times.
Was it that early?
Right.
Yeah, 21. So his first class, is his first class 21? Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, let's go 21. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So
first class was 22, Portland Timbers.
all right, 22.
Let's just go 22. Thanks, Timbers.
4-star T-Mac.
Good.
4-star Speedy Luke.
Yeah, but he just got screwed over.
Okay. 4-star Burnett.
Yeah.
4-star Prysek.
Prysek, good.
4-star Sterling Lane.
Not good.
4-star Kevin Green.
Not good.
Okay.
Yeah, but all right. So we killed it with a bunch of high 3 stars then.
23, 4-star Leviticus Sua.
Not good.
4-star Braden Dorman.
Oh, super crap. So all right. So did Jed made his living then with the 3 stars then? With your Jonas Sabaneas, your Jonah Coleman.
Plenty of high.
Yeah, dude, typical. Hey, how do you guys say it again? Typical Timbers dub. Is that how you guys say it? Is that how the Gen Zers say it?
Yeah, typical
Timbers dub. I keep telling you should hire Timbers. He's better than you, dude. Hey, I think the reason that Sheer won't hire Timbers is because he's nervous. The Timbers will just take over and then take everyone. Sheer, you'll always have me if Timbers takes over your site.
Thank you. High 3 stars were Jonah and Jonah.
Yeah, Jonah and Jonah.
Then there were a bunch of like 87 3-stars, which was Noah, AJ Jones, and Isaiah Ward.
Isaiah Ward is good.
Manu was like an 84, so that's like a middle of the road 3-star.
Genesis Smith, he should have been a 4-star, but it's not.
He should have been a 4-star. He was, so the class of 2023, we had Sua Dorman. Smith was right there to be a 4-star. So was Polito, Dorian Thomas, Evan Hyatt, Malachi Riley, Brandon Johnson.
Where did Dorian Thomas end up? Like Eastern Washington?
Something like that, like Portland State or something.
You know, here's something I'm going to tell everybody out there.
New Mexico.
Here's something I'm going to tell everybody out there. Do not have your parents go on social media, no matter if you're awesome or if you suck. Do not have your parents go on social media and blast your current coaching staff or a past coaching staff. It does not work. Ever.
All right. So here we go. Projected Big 12 standings. You see it on the screen, Mike?
Yeah, I got it. Let's talk. Talk to me, baby.
All right. So Arizona, according to this, has an 87% chance to win 2 conference games. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Then
I think we're going to win more than that. I'm back in the A, baby.
3, 64%, and then it's 4, 35%.
So we have a 4, 30. Oh, wow.
It is saying that Arizona has no chance to win
8 games in conference.
7. Yeah.
Dude, I like Arizona to win 7. I like Arizona to win 7 conference. 7 conference.
1% chance.
I'm in that 1%, man. I'm in that 1%. I'm going to call it right now. I have no clue. How this is going to occur, but West Virginia will definitely not finish. Rich Rod's too good. Rich Rod is way too good, scheming and all of that stuff. I
don't know, man. That team sucks. They barely have a depth chart.
Who needs a depth chart?
So you think Arizona's going to finish last?
No, I don't think Arizona's going to finish last.
So who's going to finish last? Houston?
Hey, you guys want a hot take from me?
Uh-oh.
This is right. And Sheer actually gives some credence to this.
Get ready to clip this, Mike.
Yeah. Sheer gives a little bit of credence to this. All the people out there that are saying, Mike, remember when you said that Dion Sanders would never come back to Tucson, that he was done? I stand by it, Sheer. He's been away. Obviously, if something's wrong.
You don't think he coaches next year?
I'm just saying it just seems a little
weird.
It's
at Colorado, so you don't think he's coaching 2 years from now?
I can
see that. I think he does coach next year.
Well, let me ask you this. If they coach, dude, by the way, Dennis Walsh with another typical dub for the Walsh man. Rich Rod made BJ Denker not serviceable, good.
Yeah, BJ Denker's underrated, believe it or not.
Well, he was like serving like potatoes in like junior college and he found him. So,
that was literally his job, potato server.
Yeah, he was a potato server. I mean, who doesn't have that on their LinkedIn resume? All right. So, what were we just talking about?
Potatoes.
No, before the potatoes.
BJ Denker.
No, it was before that either.
I agree.
I'm just saying it's kind of here's where I'm at. What if Dion wins like 5 games next year? And everyone's like, man, you suck with that. Your kid and the best player in the country. I can see. I'm just saying Dion is a guy that always has an exit plan and will be able to, let's say here, how would Dion? Dion will be able to blame who he needs to be able to blame to get out of there. That's all I'm going to say. Boom. And then he's going to say, and God love you, or something like that. After he's just called a bunch of people pieces of crap. So yes, yeah.
That is always the funny part.
Right. Dude, I love when people are like they diss the heck out of somebody and then they say, may God bless you.
Yeah, I hope you die. May God bless you.
Yeah, may God bless you. Or like when you'll get like hate, like on Twitter or something, when you're like, when you'll get somebody and you'll be like, they'll be like, they're going off and they're calling you every name in the book, every expletive, and then you look on their profile and it says strong Christian, believer, born again.
There's so many things with that. No disrespect. That's a good one.
No disrespect. With all due respect is also
with all due respect, and then you're like, I hate
with all due respect, I'm about to say that you're the worst person in the world.
Yeah. No offense, but I hate your guts.
Don't take it personally or anything. Okay, now let's get back to a couple other things. So either way, these have been a couple good non-OKG commits. My question though is this, Skier. Do you think what is Arizona's average NIL? Probably not very good for football, I'd assume.
No, it's not very good for football. It's tough. Football's very, very tough.
Do we have to
talking about 120 kids?
So they're not getting much.
No, it's better. It's not good. It's good enough. How about that?
All right. Well, good enough is generally.
It's not good enough.
All right. Anytime somebody said it's good enough, that means it's not enough.
It's not good enough.
It's like when a woman tells you don't really need to do that, which means you absolutely need to do just that.
Yeah, like when Shelby yesterday was like, "You can't get a dog." She was totally telling me, "Hey, baby, why don't you go get a dog?"
Yeah, go get a dog for me. Yeah. So she was saying we don't really need a dog, which means damn right we're about to get a dog. All right. Cody says reads. Yeah, I agree with you. Oh, see, bodybuilders. Not. All right, Zach Mooney. Something that you are not cooked with, though, is the Mooney team. Ready to purchase or refinance your home. Now, you might be like Dennis Walsh and you live in a jet. Can you live in a jet or an airplane? Do they have like a shower in there?
Air Force One, baby.
Oh, Air Force. Well, duh. I mean, I don't know that he's. Hey, that would be the other thing too. Like when he's like, I was flying Bird around. I was flying POTUS around. Yeah, but either way, go to NovaAZLoans.com. Everybody in there, everybody in here, go there right now because again, they want to deal with people that they want to help you help yourself. And again, they're unlike Rich Carrillo. They are trustworthy. They are good people, and they are not scared of being in Tucson. Ready to purchase or refinance your home? Take your shot with the Mooney team. The Mooney team. And again, Zach, I've known Zach for quite a while. East Side guy, Palo Verde Sabino, coaching there now. Won't hold it against him, but does a lot of really good stuff. Branch manager at Nova Home Loans, NovaAZLoans.com, 520-230-5599. The Mooney team. Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Sure.
What?
Sure.
Michael.
I don't see you. All I see is Dennis Walsh humbly bragging in the comments.
Michael.
Sure, I just farted.
What?
I can't smell anything. Hey, all right, Cody. That's
what?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I can't see.
What a smell!
No, I can't see. I've always wanted to come up with a smell chat instead of a Snapchat, a smell chat. I don't know how to do it.
That for me, buddy.
Yeah. All right. 4 locations for routine exams. Proud partner of Arizona Athletics. 60+ insurances. Don't you have an appointment? You've been saying that for like 5 months now.
Well, no, because of the insurance, I gotta wait. But yes.
What are you gonna get?
An eye exam, and then go from there.
All right, yeah. Well, either way, they're going to keep your eyes. The lids will remain intact. I've been there before. I've already had one. Oh, and they got this cool thing too, where they don't have to dilate your eyes. They like put you in like this like Starship
I like
Trooper thing or whatever.
I've used that before. I like it.
No, it's awesome. Like it's like a virtual reality thing, and then they're just like, "Hey, go over here, look over here."
If you pay like $30 or whatever, you don't have to get your eyes dilated anymore.
Yeah, no, but they did it for free for me. My insurance covered it. So either way, check it out. You don't have to get your eyes dilated. I walked out of there, and I walked out of there with some St. Laurent.
You have glaucoma?
What's that?
Did you do the glaucoma thing? Where like it takes like it's a glaucoma thing where it takes like 3D of your eyeballs, like right in.
Oh yeah, they did that. Yeah. Glaucoma always sounds like a woman from Louisiana. I had a aunt that when she would say glaucoma, she would always say glaucoma, And so then finally I asked, I was like, who's glaucoma? And then, either way, I don't want to go any further than that. But, perfect place to glow up and get some glaucoma with your make sure you don't have glaucoma. Again, ArizonaPrimaryEyeCare.com. Cheryl is the best. Okay. Now, let's get back to a little bit of Arizona football here. Sheer, I'm going to ask you this.
Uh-oh.
What should, and I put this on your boards, and I think that it's a good point. Well, my expectations for Arizona football: win 5 games at least each year. Excuse me, mouth fart.
Yeah, we do this. Yeah, and have fun.
And every 4th year. My question though is this: can Arizona actually be good every 4th year without the pillaging that is now occurring, without the marauding?
It's very tough. It's going to be very tough in their current situation. How do we define good? I think there's a world where they can do 8 wins. If you're asking me if they can win the Big 12, it's always going to be tough.
Well, but I will say, that's a really good point. But being in the Big 12, though, is actually a little bit of an advantage in that. Because with the way that the old pack was constituted, no chance of winning the bowl games. Bowl games are a successful season.
That's fine. Yeah, I think Arizona can get there.
Get to a bowl game, and then we can pretend that it's really good and that it's a lynchboard or it's a springboard for next year.
Arizona should be making a bowl game every 2 years.
Right.
Every year. Really,
OC bodybuilders. I like this one. I think we should be making a bowl game every year, in my opinion, and a good year would be 8, 9, or 10 wins.
Well, that's what we fired Rich Rod for.
I agree.
That is. It's true.
I agree.
That's what we fired Rich Rod for.
I agree, and I hate the person that got him fired.
I don't know if you should hate Dave. That's pretty.
Oh, no. Dave was forced into it by somebody I know that I'm not happy with, but we'll leave it at that. I miss Rich Rod. I miss Rich Rod a great deal. Plus, the entertainment value, top notch with Rich Rod. I'm going to watch West Virginia games. Plus, the other thing, too, if they suck, it's going to be even more enjoyable to watch.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think, let's see here. Interesting. I don't know. I keep getting these leading report updates, and I don't know why I'm getting them because I don't even follow it. Either way, I like Rich Rod. She's actually getting married, Mike. Did you see that? Who's getting married?
Who?
Who's getting married? Joseph.
What?
Joseph just said somebody's getting married. What are your... Joseph, are you confusing your pronouns? He just said she's actually getting married, Mike. Did you see that? I don't know what that means. Who's getting married? Joseph, you just destroyed this show. The person you referenced, Mike. No. The person that did get him fired, though, that leaked.
Oh, you're talking about Melissa?
Oh, yeah, Melissa. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, Melissa's
we're not going there.
We're not going anywhere.
Oscar has just announced, by the way, he's down to UCLA and Arizona. Announce it. He is down.
All right, we're going to talk about this. Hey, did you just tweet this out?
No.
Tweet it out. Where is it? Oscar Ruiz. How do you spell it?
Rios, dude.
Oscar Rios.
Yeah.
Oscar Rios. QB.
He told Hayes Fawcett because he wanted.
Hayes.
No, we got it now. I got it now. You ready?
Yeah, we're talking about this. Yeah, I got it. Is Hayes Fawcett a real name?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Is that the accuser? No, I'm talking about the person that leaked him.
He will decide June 27th. He has told us as well. He would be Arizona's highest rated recruit under Brennan.
And not even and it wouldn't even be close, right?
He's 146 on 24/7. He's 184 on the
Where is this guy from?
Downey.
Oh, yeah. We got a little bit of a South LA influence here. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yeah, no, I like it. So are you gonna say it right now? Are you gonna pick Oscar Rios to come in?
I think Arizona gets him.
Hey, Cody, when is he announcing, by the way?
27th, which is next Friday.
Hey, Cody, put him on the thumb for Thursday. Here we are. We're doing show prep for the next 2 days. Put him on the Oscar Rios. Does he play baseball?
I don't know. Don't do this.
I was just curious. Also, watching the, let's see here, Oscar. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, I had a neighbor named Oscar, and he would always tell people it's not Oscar, it's Oscar.
Yes.
You're disrespecting them if you a lot of people like Oscar. So I would always say, how come it's not Oscar de la Hoya? And then he would always say like, well, because he's not a traditional. I was like, oh, come on, whatever. All right. So anyways, Oscar Luke. Kind of like that actually. Okay. All right. So anyways, all right. So Sheer, do you think this is actually going to be a fairly good? Do you think this is going to be a fairly decent class for Arizona? Let me ask you this: where does it finish nationally? Over or under 41?
Oh, under.
What's that?
Under. I say top 50, and it's a victory, baby.
You think Arizona's going to have a top 15 class?
50.
Oh!
50,
I was like, 50. Holy moly.
Right now, Arizona's class is 62.
All right. So you think Arizona's moving up?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Now, OC Bodybuilders, over or under 46?
What were they last year?
Like 55.
Last year, Mike, they were 62. No, that's
I was looking
they were 62 last year. They're 50th in the composite with transfers. I say top 50. Top 50.
When I was looking at it was funny. Like I was looking at some schools that are actually been good in football the last couple of years and what their recruiting classes were ranked. Dude, you know what? Belima from Illinois. Dude, Belima brings in like the the 58th best class, and somehow they won like 10 games.
Yeah.
I was just figured. Yeah. Kyle Whittingham does the same thing. Belima's a gross name. All right, so that's where I'm at though with that. Now in-state. Oh, hey, let me ask you that. In-state, ASU's trying this thing now where they're giving out people the golden package or whatever, or the golden ticket.
Here's a couple issues I have with this. So Kenny Dillingham sent out 7 golden tickets to recruits in the state that they would take a commitment from right now.
Mm-hmm.
So sounds like a great idea, right?
Right.
But there's issues here. Now you're telling other kids in the state that they're not as good as those 7 kids, right?
Yeah, so what happens then when you're like, hey, by the way, I think you're good enough now?
Yeah, and you just pissed off high school coaches all over the state. It's absolutely going to be used against ASU. Where if I'm Arizona, I'm like, look, man, like they don't even like you, dude.
We like you, man. Yeah, and they're public about it too.
Yeah, we'll take an offer right now.
Yeah. Oh no, I like this. Arizona should swoop in. And basically destroy everything that ASU is doing.
It's a weird. And look, Kenny said the reason he's doing it is because they can't land in-state players. They can't do it. He can't figure out why guys in state won't stay in state. Which
is
for every coach.
You know who has no problem landing in state basketball players?
AZ-12 Prep.
AZ-12 Prep and the Arizona basketball program. I'm telling you, man, kids don't want to go to ASU. Kids in Phoenix do not want to. Hey, you know what always happens though with ASU fans or like losers like Glenn? They always say things. They're like, oh, well, we just got this guy and his name will be like Malachi Hezekanova or something. And it'll be from some like prep school or something where he caught for 1,800 yards and he's like a low 3-star. And they're like, oh, see, he can recruit. And it's like, hey, how about the other 39 guys ahead of him there, Glenn? That's always what happens with them. Malachi Hezekanova is a slot receiver.
Yeah, and just wait until AZ-12 Prep gets involved.
Dude, oh, no. So AZ-12 Prep, OC Bodybuilders, they go to USC or Oregon usually. Those are definitely – A&M's another one. A&M's another one that they go to. Joining late because my boss sucks, but excited to watch this all back. Oh, dude, you've missed a lot, Mr. Tyler Warden, a lot. We opened up with we
were just talking about the golden ticket, Tyler.
We were just talking about the golden ticket. Yeah. So you got all 7 of those guys. Dude, isn't one guy's name is like Noah Roberts or something? I was looking at this guy.
Noah Roberts. He's awesome.
Yeah, and he's awesome, which means he won't go there. So he's But all 7. I'm going to ask you this: does ASU get any of those 7 kids?
Yeah, like maybe 1.
Dude, that's so good. Maybe 1. Yeah, no, the golden ticket, baby.
Tyler's a coach. I'd be curious what he said about this.
Yeah, Tyler Warden. Ask Tyler Warden again.
Tyler, isn't it insulting to the kids who didn't get a golden ticket? How do you justify wanting a kid now in state when you're like, oh, you're clearly not as good enough as the other linemen? Boom.
Yeah, Mr. Tyler Warden. Mr. Tyler Warden, what do you think about that? That's where I'm at though. Like it does feel sure. That's actually a good point that you made. Yeah. So Who's the best tight end in state? Didn't he just commit to, like, it is a little bit insulting, but no more than any other part of the recruiting process? Hey, does Chaparral have any 5-star or any good players this time or no?
Yeah, like no one from Chaparral got a golden ticket. That's that pisses you off.
Yeah, kids know whether they get hit up on 615 or not. Interesting. Does Chaparral have any good players this year? Ben Two White. Remember when Chaparral used to be loaded? But they were always fake good. A lot of them. Like, that I think Mr. Tyler Warden's going to change that. It was like Devontae Neal types. Like, I'd go watch him and I'm like, this guy's not that good.
There's no good tight ends in the state. Bear Fisher, I think, is the best.
Who is the one? There's a kid from Williams Park that just committed to Michigan State. Who is that?
That's an offensive lineman, dude.
Is he any good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hey, look at these. They got 2 guys from 27, Jace Wilson and Cash Park. Isn't that the name of the Attorney General, Cash Park?
That's the newest Lil Wayne album.
Cash Park?
Yeah.
No, there is that. That's the name of isn't it Cash Park? Or not Cash Park, Cash.
What are we talking about? We're talking about Scottsdale Chaparral. We don't have anyone in Chaparral in our top 20. I'm just going to say it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, we need to have a coach power rankings though, where we can get Mr. Tyler Warden. Okay, now let's see here. Cash Patel, yeah, Cash Park. I was actually pretty close. All right, now let's see here. Who was it? Andy Bryant, Nebraska would raid them back in the day. Oh yeah, Mike Brown, safety. Who is the guy that Cheatham? Oh, Richie Incognito. Man, that guy.
He's your favorite. He's the
That was a guy that talk about a guy that did not live his lifestyle incognito.
Is he still alive?
Richie Incognito? Did he try to like kill himself before the Super Bowl or something?
Yeah, I'm looking this up. He is still alive. He's still alive.
What happened? Or no, he bullied somebody, right?
Yeah.
By the way, if you're an NFL player and you're getting bullied, dude,
Jonathan Martin.
Yeah, dude, what are you doing, man?
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't want people to get mad at me. But again, dude, like, what are you doing, man? You're in the NFL. It's not only alive, but never actually bullied. Yeah, no, and did you see what they accused him of bullying? Well, it was like the weakest stuff ever. Whatever. Now I do think that he's certifiably insane. But he is nuts. But yeah, he is yeah, either way. We'll leave it at that. Now, Grant Winkler says, I feel like tight ends in general aren't being produced that much anymore. But that's something that Ben White has brought up a lot. He's just not been able to find the right tight ends lately, and that is true. That's why we're excited that Kean Burnett is coming back.
Duh.
Yeah. All right, so let's get a couple reads in here. Baby. All right, we need to come up with a future coach power rankings in the state so we can put Mr. Tyler Warden right at the top. We should do that, actually. Debate, like, the best young coaches in the state, and then yeah, you're right, Mr. Tyler Warden. And then we can put him at the front. All right, now, something else that TucsonImplants.com, baby. Back the implants, back the teeth. Now, Kobe L. Thiel was telling me yesterday that not having any air conditioning has started to rot his teeth. And I think that's true. So he needs help. A lot of help. And TucsonImplants.com is the way to go. 1997, the championship package. Check it out, Kobe. I know the teeth are killing you right now. If you're not going to get the AC, get in there as well. 1997, I can probably help you out a little bit. It's good stuff. Aris Dental, Downtown Dental Implants. Boom. Check it out. All right. Now, what else we got? X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. It's so good that these two are back-to-back. Look at Kobe L. Thiel. Kobe, for everybody just listening, Kobe L. Thiel says, yes, Mike, I do have really bad teeth from no air conditioning, and yes, I probably will go to Aris Dental. But first, Sheer, we've got to get him ComfortX HVAC. There is no reason that a kid like Kobe L. Thiel, who is generally fairly, presentable dude, should not have air conditioning.
It's not acceptable in mine.
It's not acceptable. I don't get why we don't do it. But here's the other thing, Sheer. You know it's going to work. Built on trust for the long haul. Perfect track record. Residential and commercial HVAC expertise at affordable rates. ComfortX HVAC. Right. Okay, now Kobe says, dude, people are asking me why I don't have air conditioning in my car. Well, we're talking about it on the show. Get air conditioning, putz. Use that $250 I just gave you to go get air conditioning. Boom. Check it out. All right. Now, All right, so sure, we're going to talk about ranking. We're going to, let's see here. Mr. Tyler Warden says, Jason, in your Recruits on Campus pod, where do you get all those information from? 24/7 or Arizona Football? No, he gets it from Andy Morales.
Man, I can't answer you like that, Tyler.
Yeah.
I get it. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, no, dude, exactly. Yeah, no. Kevin O'Neill. Kevin O'Neill still got the insight on the.
Mike does everything.
Yeah,
Mike's literally on campus right now.
No, I live like right by campus.
I know. You're always there.
I live right by campus.
Is there anything coming up here with Lil Peep? Any Lil Peep events coming up?
No, but some losers were drinking and like pouring some stuff out last weekend. Dude, this Lil Peep guy, dude. I don't understand why that. I don't understand why this Lil Peep guy has the following. Everything I've looked up about this guy is crap. Like, there's nothing impressive about this guy. And every other week, there'll be 20 to 30 people that come there and just look at this, like, grave or whatever it is. I mean, it's not a grave.
He's buried right outside Mike's house.
Buried outside of the Rock. Welcome to the Rock, Lil Peep. But no, like, it's like this guy's like, it's like he's Tupac or something. It's like, dude, this guy sucked. I don't know what else to say here. And they keep bringing rabbits. So I don't get it. It's a Gen Zer thing. So anyway, all right.
Of course, Kobe listens to Lil Peep.
I was not at all surprised that Lil Peep does. Well, of course, Lil Peep has some decent songs.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh. All right. Sure. Where can they find you doing your stuff?
WildcatAuthority.com, Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby, and listening to Lil Peep at the Rock.
Mike, thoughts on Extensione? That's the guy that got killed in like Miami, right?
That's the guy that Drake killed. Yeah.
The guy that Drake killed?
Yeah, that's the rumor. Drake had him killed. Look it up. Google it.
Drake sucks. All right. On that note, though, we will be back with you tomorrow. We're going to be talking rankings, everybody. Back the A, baby. Very much appreciate you guys. And again, Kobe L. Thiel, you are, like I said, get the teeth fixed. We're here for you. Talk to you guys soon. TTFN, you've been listening to the AZ12 podcast.